So, for Sid, Illinois, I've been trying to film a Bigfoot episode for, I don't know, I swear it's been over a year. Maybe not that long, but it's been a long time since we started work on it. It just, for some reason, it just never seems to really work out. Either we can't get everyone there for the day of, it rains. I got COVID once, literally like the day or two before we were supposed to go out. For whatever reason, it just hasn't worked yet. What you're about to watch, this whole kind of preseason episode of Sid, Illinois, is sort of the disparate pieces of a handful of attempts to film this episode. So I started, it was the first clip comes from September of 2024, and it's me filming what I think is the lead into the episode that we were supposed to film the week prior. So I wanted to come somewhere that was very important to me. I used to live here or in this area something like 15 years ago. This was a park that they intended to expand the neighborhood into, but they never actually did. When I was a teenager and when I was younger, I've really kind of always been into the paranormal and into ghosts and cryptids and especially Bigfoot for some reason. He was kind of like my main one for most of my life. And so that was what I first started doing. Back when I say like, oh, this group, Greater Huntsville Paranormal, has been around since 2008. It started as a Bigfoot hunting group. It was at the time called the Alabama Bigfoot Field Research Group. Wonderful acronym, right? And I really just kind of, I don't know, just sat at home and cataloged every encounter I could find. There was a lot less field research than the name led on. So one night, my godmother and my mom were out on the porch and they were drinking coffee. They came in very disturbed, saying that they heard this really weird noise that they likened to a dragon. And the way they described it, I immediately recognized it as being a noise that Bigfoot supposedly makes. And I know it's crazy. Like, why would Bigfoot live out here, you know? But I found a recording. There's this old defunct website now that was called alabamabigfoot.com. And they had this massive catalog of stuff recorded in the area. So I played them one of the clips, and they were like, that's it, that's the noise. So I went out. I didn't hear it that night. But we started making a thing of it. So every night we'd go out that summer, and we would see if we could hear it again. And we started hearing it again. The next summer, I started coming out here. I discovered this little area. I think it was about this time of year. I was up here with my camera at the time, and I would ride up on my bike and go up these little trails up here, and there were a bunch that I knew by heart, little game trails and stuff that I'd walk up and down and kind of had memorized. And so I'm down here, and it's like the woods just go dead. You know, like there's absolutely no sound, no birds, no animals, nothing. And it was weird. And I was probably around right here. And I turned because I thought I heard something, and a deer just shot right down in front of me going down this thing. And I'm like, that's weird. I've never seen one from that close before. Like literally it was a few feet from me. And so my mind goes, there's a predator nearby. You know, I'm thinking there's something that's got this guy scared. So I'm walking down the road, and I notice that I'm hearing something kind of to my right, down there in that little area. Well, anyways, I remember this old, like, Sasquatch hunter's trick, right? Sounds stupid, right? So I come to a full stop, and behind me, those footsteps come to a full stop like half a second later. That noise I'm hearing, I realize it's footsteps, and it comes to a full stop like a second after I do. I just kept walking with it, and I would do that. I'd stop all of a sudden, and a second later it would stop. And I turn and I look behind me. I can't see anything. I'm thinking, well, maybe the area is kind of throwing the sound around. maybe it's actually over on this side. And so I turn and I look and I can't see anything. And so I just keep walking and think, well, eventually I'll get to like a clearer spot and I'll be able to hear it and see it at the same time. And I start to notice I'm hearing this weird sound along with that. So not only can I hear it walking, but I can hear this like weird guttural, chesty kind of noise. It's hard to describe. It's like running something up and down like a tin can, but it was real heavy, real chesty, very guttural. And I'm like, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna force it to stop with me and see what happens. And so I just sat here, just looking off into those trees back there, and just staring, just daring whatever this was to look at me, to come out to where I could see it. And it just didn't. I know it ends on a real cliffhanger. All of a sudden, it's like I heard it start walking, like it turned right and just started walking straight out away from me. And I could hear where it sounded like it joined up with like maybe something else that was back there. And they started making those noises back and forth to each other. And then we have those sounds leading up for like a year up to that point. The following week, what was originally going to be our filming day for the Bigfoot episode ended up turning into a photo shoot of sorts. Well, an attempted photo shoot. As it goes with this episode that we keep trying to do, it always falls apart at the last second. So, well, you'll see. So, trying to do the photo shoot today. No Robbie, no Blake. May not happen. We'll see.
Gotta manifest it?
Yeah, we gotta manifest it.
I'm manifesting that he's not going to show.
I really hope you don't manifest that he is not going to show.
You know what?
What? I sent him a text too just a second ago, just in case. What's up?
I hope Robbie shows. That's my wish.
That was beautiful.
Text message.
I hope Robbie shows.
I think I see it. I think I see it.
Do we see him?
I think it's him. He's slowing down. Take it left. That's not
Nope,
him.
that's not him.
Damn it. I really did look at Stop filming.
Not Robbie.
All right, so this last piece is pretty much the closest we've gotten thus far to actually filming the episode. We actually made it, kind of. The following was filmed on location March 29th of this year. Although separate from Signal and Noise, this isn't really like the whole Bigfoot episode. Like I said, it's the closest we've gotten. I'm joined by Trevor, Jamie, and Clayton. At the moment, Jamie and Clayton are friends of GHPR and offered up their property for this project. This was where we were going to film the actual episode, but again, hasn't happened yet. At the moment, we're actually here at the behest of a new friend, Austin. It's his birthday, and he wanted a chance to share in something like this. Jamie down there doesn't want to be on the camera, so I'm mainly focusing on me while we're walking at the moment. So you're going to have some very nice, like, horribly aimed, whatever, shots of me walking up and down this. When we get to the stream, I'll refocus.
Look, a little mini bird now.
Oh, stepped right in it.
Sorry, you got the whole.
So today we're out here in Athens, very close to the Wheeler Preserve. We're out kind of looking for Bigfoot. We're here for basically a friend's birthday party. So yeah, if you didn't know, GHPR does birthday parties now. Book us. We're going to be out here doing some Bigfoot calls, talking about what it means, I think a little bit. Most of all, having fun. I'm sure if you've seen my stuff, you know that one of my big things is finding the fun in the paranormal, in just enjoying yourself outside, doing things that you normally wouldn't be able to do. So now we're in a stream bed looking for geodes and fossils, So that's the thing. If we weren't out here doing this today, we wouldn't have had this experience. I'd be at home, But yeah, it's a little rainy today. It's been sprinkling here in little bits and spurts, but all in all, it's a great day. I think we're gonna go up there in a little while and eat, have a bonfire, probably do some Bigfoot kind of stuff. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
It's a welcome respite for us. We're in the middle of prepping an outing unlike anything that we've ever done that's proven to be particularly taxing. This is actually one of the bigger experiments that we've done up to this point. It's a continuation, I think, a natural progression, so to speak, of what became the UFO episode. We spent most of the day wandering through the woods, looking for geodes and fossils in the stream, and generally goofing off, and that's what you're going to see here in half a second.
Oh, you're happy. Oh, you're happy. You're very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you are. I'm gonna try. Yeah.
That was so embarrassing.
Oh.
It's not.
Nope.
It's just a really fucking hollow rock. Not even hollow.
It's just very light. Well, some of them fit. You're gonna forget about those. You're never gonna get them back.
If I don't take them, I don't take them. I have plenty of them in my house.
Goodbye, rocks. Yeah, there you
That's
go.
so
Full
sick.
7-Up. Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I just stabbed the shit out of my finger.
Oh yeah.
You're good on
Good
your
luck with
tetanus
that
shots, right?
tetanus.
I think I'm up to date.
Look at that broken tree in front of it, too. You see that right there at the top, that little thin one? Broken too high for a person. Yeah.
Bigfoot's fat ass knocked it over.
After a time, everyone else arrived, and the hunt could begin. We set out just prior to midnight.
But I've always felt that Bigfoot wouldn't really like. He would kind of. Let's say this is in existence.
Yeah.
I don't think he would really. He would know the difference between like a call of like a friend and then call of,
Just
like,
some random guy out there in the
some guy,
woods.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very likely.
Some random guy in the woods.
I personally am of the belief that Bigfoot's not a flesh and blood creature.
Yeah.
That it's a thought form. You know, that it's
Kinda
an
like we were talking about
egregore, kind of
earlier.
like how I was talking about. I think everything in the paranormal kind of works the same basic way.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is kind of how it works. Once we get ourselves in that mind space, when we get the set and setting right, when we have the area right, maybe we can see something.
It's not like orcas where like they all have different dialects and drive each other insane because they can't talk.
But what if it are like orcas?
It could be.
Oh no, not another
And it's
French
like-
whale.
I brought my squatch knocker and everything.
But over here in this general area is where I know the eye turn.
We get our thermal camera down there by Clayton, pointing in that direction. I know he's behind me. Yeah, I was saying. Yeah, just,
Oh, I see.
What if we did lights off?
yeah, go ahead. Where's my button? Beautiful. We'll see if this is a good one. Because you want a nice, like, yeah. And then give it a little bit between.
Whenever you hit it, you can see a slight heat impact on the tree.
That's really cool. Nobody really knows why they supposedly respond to that. Native Americans say it's not really the tree sound, but they're doing it in their throats, kind of. But yeah, so we'll try a howl. Mine's not very good, but I'll show you how to do it. It's like a whoop. You kind of go like whoop, like that, right? We're
Watch
just
your
gonna go
foot.
like, we're gonna go whoop. Whoop. something down in the creek bed, or we found an alien artifact. I don't think we're getting down there either. No, you do. So I thought I heard something there for a minute, but I don't really know. It's hard to see anything with the light in my eyes right now. But it's an incredibly atmospheric night.
Yeah, no problem.
This is the first time of the night, actually, since recalibrating it, that we're having gimbal issues. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, they found some worms.
Bioluminescent worm? Yeah, I heard. Still cool.
Oh yeah, it's fucking awesome,
But yeah. No, we're kind of, I was talking about set and setting and all that.
yeah.
And we're not following the rules for the Bigfoot thing.
Right.
We shouldn't have cameras. We shouldn't be having flashlights,
Well, there's just a lot of Bigfoot sightings that aren't conjured. They're just,
They just,
according to that guide that I mentioned earlier, most sightings are next to the road.
Yeah.
His theory that if this was a flesh and blood kind of thing is that if it is similar to primates, then maybe a lot of sightings are males that go away from the group. He says more and more he's thinking it's more of an ephemeral thing.
it feels like it. It feels like it's something less than what we, not less than. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to put my new docs to the test.
And you can never wear them again. Yo, Trevor.
Yeah, what's
Up and over.
What?
I know, right?
What'd you say?
I said up and over.
Oh man.
Well, not necessarily that, but the caloric intake required for a 900-pound animal,
What do you have? You got it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that's Brian.
So we didn't really have enough time to do too much of anything. We were out there all together maybe an hour and a half. Obviously, we didn't find Bigfoot, but we did come out richer for the experience. We've made new friends. We found a potential new member in Austin. We found ourselves, albeit exhausted from the hike, ready to dive back into our ongoing projects. It actually left both Trevor and I feeling this sort of renewed sense of vigor going into this project we've got coming up. This project coming up on April 12th. So yeah, we'll keep working on this Bigfoot episode. Maybe we'll film it one of these days. Who knows? I'll see you in the near future.
Sucks, man. This is my house. That's my cat. That's my stand-up sign, and well, this is my bench that I made by cutting down a tree with my old rusty pocket knife. This is MTV Cribs, and I think I might fall down from here soon.